What's up, everyone? Got a different guitar today here. This is my Gibson L4 hollow body that I do jazz on. And hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what I had out recently. I did a video with my dear friend Jim Barber. Had my video with Rick Rubin. I've got a video with Tori Amos coming out this week. Mike Dawes, that's the latest one I put out, who's an amazing guitar player. Very good friend of mine, too. Trying to think what else I got coming up. Got some stuff coming up. Got some interesting stuff coming up that I can't talk about right now, but I will. Grab your guitars, get them tuned up here while I talk for a second, because we're going to learn a song here. We're going to learn a song that some people say is a difficult song, but it's actually an easy song, and I have the tab and everything for you that I'm going to put on screen, and we're going to learn it. So today's sale is a new bundle that I haven't sold before. It is the Ultimate Guitar Bundle, and it's going to use stuff that we are going to talk about today in the stream. The Ultimate Guitar Bundle is the Beato Book Interactive. You guys know what that is, right? I've had that for a long time. That's got it's my 500-page textbook that I wrote over the last 30 years that has dozens of video lectures, hundreds of audio examples, and that 500-page interactive thing, interactive PDF. But it's a video course. And then the Arpeggio Masterclass is part of this, because we're going to talk about arpeggios. I was just practicing some arpeggios. That's got in-depth lessons on mastering arpeggios across the fingerboard. It's got notation. It's got a guitar tab and PDFs for every lesson. I'm going to show you what Guitar Pro, for those of you that don't know what it is, but I'm going to have it on screen here in a second. And then the Quick Lessons Pro is my 5-hour, more intermediate guitar course, 5 hours of video content, and that has guitar tabs and guitar profiles, and talks about improvisation, music theory. Okay, so the tune we're going to learn is Giant Steps by John Coltrane. We're going to learn a chord. We're going to learn a chord melody. You know how a lot of times when somebody asks you to play a song and you don't know anything to play, this is something you can play. What you can do is, after the stream is over, you can screenshot this here that's on the screen. It's got all the chord forms we're going to learn. And the chord forms basically have the melody at the top of each chord. Okay, so this first chord here, let me move a little bit so you can see my guitar a little better here. So it starts way up here, and those are the first 5 chords in the song. You know what? I got one thing that I need to change on here. I'm not sure why I did it like this. This chord should actually be this. I'm going to change it to this. Hold on. Isn't this funny? I was like, oh, before you screenshot it here, let me change this chord here to this. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to have to change this note to B flat. See how Guitar Pro works? Guitar Pro is a great tool. I'm going to change this chord here to the same notes. And that note's got to be a flat there. There we go. And then I'm going to change the diagram. So this is really kind of how you do this stuff. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to redo it like this. And it shows you that. We're going to go E flat 6/9. 6/9. There we go. Okay, so the top note of each chord gives you the melody. So it's like this. Starts here. Now this chord is that E flat 6/9. Each of the top notes is B. If you look at the song, it really starts on B major 7, but this B 6/9 is a substitute for that. If I put the B in the bass, but you don't need it. You can just play the 4-note voicing. I like to bar these. Then this is a D13 to G major 7 to B flat 13 to E flat 6/9. So let me play it again. And then we have this quick 2/5, A minor 9 to D9. And then it does the same sequence again, but it starts here. Those are the exact same chord forms as the ones that we just had. Okay, just transposed down a third. So we got then up to G here. Okay, so those are the chords. I'll play it with Guitar Pro. Okay, so this thing, I got this one tie that I have to fix here. I got to undo it, tie it again. There we go. Okay, now you can screenshot it. So that's the opening part of Giant Steps. Once again, I'll play it for you. Now, all these are 4-note chords. These are just a little, we call these comping chords because they're on the top strings, on the high strings. Let's see, Mel Barton says, new bundle, what is it, how much is it, how long are you selling it for? Oh, sorry about that. It's Ultimate Guitar Bundle, it's 89 bucks, and we're selling it, the 3 courses together, until, let's see here, I'll tell you in a second here. Does it say on here? Until Friday, October 18th, and it won't be available again. So it's a $328 savings if we had these for full price. So the way that these work here with the Guitar Pro settings, I really like Guitar Pro a lot because you have the tab and you have the chord shapes here. Now, it doesn't say what the fingerings are of these, Mel, since you asked. But this first chord, I would finger like this with a bar. If that's too weird, you can finger it like that, where you actually finger these 2 notes. But you're gonna have to bar the notes on the D and G string. This, once again, you could play like this. That's not very practical. I just bar my index finger there. That's a standard jazz guitar voicing. And this is a standard 13 chord. And then there's your E flat 6/9. You could put the root in the bass there. What I don't like to do is I don't like to mix up necessarily 4-note voicings and 5-note voicings for things like this, just to teach people these things. I think it's easier to do it this way. And then the next part is, okay, and these are using all the same chord shapes. F sharp minor 9, B flat 9, I've got the open D string, and then E flat 6/9, and then same shapes. This is exactly the same chord shapes. A minor 9, D9, G 6/9, and then these are almost the same shapes. Instead of going, it goes, and then, so you're going C sharp minor 9 to, only 1 note is changing this chord. A couple things about these chord voicings like this. Some of these have middle finger bars. They're not hard to play. Goes from an index finger bar. I like to play that. To me, these chords are... To me, using the bar with the 3rd finger is by far the easiest bar to do. So then it just starts over. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now normally you go, but you better just go down the octave. And then that's a little turnaround, the C sharp minor 9 to F sharp 13. Once again, I've got the index finger bar here. Let me go back to this here so that you can get the view, the closer view here. So once again, I'll play it for you here so you can see better. So I'm just playing in these top 4 strings here. This is the only one that involves the low E string, and then back to the same sequence. And then 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then you solo on the track. I'm going to go back to this lesson view. I'm going to play it from the top, and you'll see it go through. It'll auto scroll. Check it out. That's it. If you want to screenshot the bottom of this here, let me hold it here and you can screenshot it. So why don't you grab that? Do you guys know how to screenshot things? I want you to screenshot it so you can read the tab and you can read the chord shapes. I don't have the bars written in there. You have the tab. You can figure out where the bars are, like the F sharp 13. The index finger bars across there at the second fret, right? So it's here. So I've got this finger barring these because I'm getting those 2 outer notes. That's just something to practice. It's like a 2-5 thing, okay? So C sharp minor 9. If I put the bass in the to the F sharp 13. Great sounds. But that's how you play a simple chord melody to giant steps. Now, let's talk about this stuff that things that are actually in these books that you can practice to play this particular song if you want to work on just the chords. And what I would do is I would take these chords on the bottom 2 strings. So I start B major 7, D9, G major 7, B flat 13, E flat major 7, and then A minor 7, D7, and then I go G major 7, B flat 13, E flat major 7, F sharp 13, to B major 7, and then you've got F minor 7. Let me do it this way. F minor 9, B flat 13, E flat major 7, A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C sharp minor 9, F sharp 13, B major 7, and then bass line if you want. So I'm playing the bass line there. I'm just taking these chord forms and I'm just putting a note a half step above or below the next chord. Little walk down. Very easy to do. Now that time I just did a little 3-note chromatic run. So that is that's like a kind of a simple walking bass line connecting the chords. All these chords are in my Beato book. I have a whole section on how to play chords, these basic jazz chords, because these are all just basic major sevenths, dominant sevens. I play dominant 9 there, dominant 9 or 13, and then major 7, dominant 13, major 7. These are stock voicings, the simplest stock voicings. Now, another thing to do is in my arpeggio course, the arpeggio course, you can do things like this. Take the first chord. What I'm doing there is I'm arpeggiating each of the chords. D7, G major 7. E flat major 7. And it'll teach you how to kind of play all these different arpeggios and how to practice them. So these courses here all go together. They are a way to teach you. The arpeggio course is really kind of how to teach you how to practice these arpeggios. I like to simplify all the chords too. A giant step starts on B major. I would just, I'd practice that, then D major, G major, B flat major, E flat major, and then A minor 7. So a lot of times I'll just practice just the straight major and minor triads there. When John Coltrane improvised over it, he would do these little 4-note groupings, these 4-note patterns, 1, 2, 3, 5 of the chord. If you take this B major 7, just play 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 on D major. Same thing on G major. Same thing on B flat major. I did E flat major 7. So. So there I did A minor 7, D7, G major, E flat major, right? And then I went to B major. I did F sharp major to B major. Okay, so kind of switching between these things. This is actually really different. Michael asked, would the pentatonic work or would it sound odd? The pentatonic would not work on a song like this, really, because it changes keys. You're in the key of B major here, then you're in the key of G major, right? You have a 5, 1, 5 in B flat and E flat. Okay, so I'm improvising over those chord changes there. And how am I improvising over them? Because I know where all these different notes are in the chords. So this is kind of the goal of learning to improvise and learning the guitar neck. This is one of the hardest songs to do it with because it changes keys so quickly. This is a great song to practice your arpeggios on. These simple little patterns. Those things. I did B major again. But then you got to go right. And I'm going B major, D major, G major, B flat major. So I'm looking for all those chord shapes there. I've got B major here, D major, G major, B flat major, E flat major, A minor, D major, G, B flat, G, E flat, F sharp, B. If you can see where those chords are, and then you've got F minor, let's go here, F minor to B flat, to B flat to E flat, then A minor, D major, G, 2, 3, 4, C sharp minor, F major, B major, F minor, B flat, E flat. If you can just get those little chord fragments like that, makes it very easy to kind of connect your lines on those things. Joe asked me when I got this new ES-175. I didn't get an ES-175. This is actually an L4, even though it looks like an ES-175. It's slightly different. I've had it for a while. Actually, one of my really good friends gave it to me. My friend Alan gave it to me. It's Alan's like, you'll use it way more than me, and it was a pretty nice gift. know, I've had it for a long time. I've never used it on a video before. I love to play it, but if it sounds amazing. I'm playing through just a little Roland Cube amp from the 80s. This is an excellent guitar. God, I love that. Wow, and it just sounds so good. Love this guitar. Beautiful, beautiful. Great for linear playing. Incredible for chords. So all these chord voicings that I'm playing, the arpeggios, everything, are contained in these 3 books, my Ultimate Guitar Bundle. If you want to learn kind of a system of how to practice them, where the different fingerings are, if you're playing G major 7. Right there. So those are, that's in the arpeggio course, right? If you want to learn how to play over the chord changes, you know, that would be, that's in the Beato Book Interactive. And then if you want to play more, modern lines, you can find that in my Quick Lessons Pro. If I have that E flat major 7, I want to play more. We'll have more of these kind of intervallic style lines like I was playing before. I love those. I love those kind of lines, all those fifths like that. Tyler, Rick, thank you for the love of music and intro to Mary Spender, flew to Canada, UK to meet her. She inspired me to buy your platinum package. 49 is not too late. Tyler, it's never too late. You kidding me? 49? My gosh. I hadn't done anything by the time I was 49. Right, Mike? Mike's on the stream here, helping out, pasting in. Didn't start my channel until I had my first #1 song at 51. I started the channel at 54. So, 49. I don't even remember being 49. I was driving my daughter Layla, my 11-year-old, to school this week, and she's like, I said, Layla, did you go to a different Taekwondo class last night? She's like, yeah, it's one with a bunch of old people in it. And I said, really? Like, how old? She says, 30s or 40. There's one guy that was about 40. I was like, old? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, the one guy, he went to do a kick, and he fell down and was holding his knee, and he had to get an ice pack, and he was sitting on the ground. And she says, that's what would happen to you if you tried to do Taekwondo. And I said, thanks for having a lot of confidence in me. I was like, no, I could totally do this. She's like, you can't even touch your feet. Said, yes, I can. Look at, touch my foot right now. Anyhow, so we were actually going to this thing the other day too, and she's like, people might think you're my grandfather with your beard, but I'm actually growing my beard. No, we're just joking. That was my angle, Ben says. My girls want me to grow my beard out for Christmas so I can be Santa Claus. That's why I'm growing it. So they said, how long will it be How long will it be by Christmas? I said, it'll probably be about here or so by Christmas. And they're like, okay, that's cool. And then you have to get the suit. I was like, okay. So so I'm gonna grow it for Christmas. It's actually it's not too itchy actually. Feels pretty good. So for those of you that didn't get the beginning of this lesson, I'm gonna come back here real fast. Go back and screenshot this here. This is the first part of the Giant Steps chord melody. You got that? You screenshotting? Well, you can always come back and get the screenshot later. And then here is the last half of it. Screenshot that, glue them together. All this stuff is in my my Ultimate Guitar bundle that I have this week. I have never offered this particular group of courses together. The Beato Book Interactive, Quick Lessons Pro, and the Arpeggio course. To me, this is like a really natural course. And for $89, that's pretty good deal, I got to say. If I do say so myself, I'd go to another tab right now and click purchase, and it'll help your guitar playing out, definitely. So have a great rest of your weekend. You guys are amazing. Aaron told me to just wait for a second before I click off. So I'm going to wait for a second because he said it cuts my videos off normally. Unless maybe I end the stream first. No, I'm going to do this. All right, here we go. Hold on, I'm going to go back to regular view. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.